5 years ago, it was, man, life was okay. It was, my stepfather, he just recently had got out of prison. And, you know, it was just like a tough transition because he used to abuse me and my mother, but mostly me, like when he was upset or something like that, and then he apologized. So I'm like, okay, well, he apologized. He said he wasn't going to do it again. It was really hard. Growing up, I suffered through depression, suicidal thoughts, and stuff like that because I was getting bullied. I actually went to school with my best friend, and she was in the midst of getting expelled from the school. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to deal with my best friend out here. And I tried to take my life, and then they put me in a mental hospital for a weekend, and I cried when I left because I didn't want to leave. It was like I was crying out for attention, and my mother, she just couldn't see it at the time. So I'm like, well, it made me feel some type of way because I'm like, I gotta go back into this house, and I'm like, I felt like an outsider because my oldest brother, he was gone, so it was just me by myself, and it was like him, my mother, and my second oldest brother. It was like they was a family, and I was just like cast away. Like I always used to come straight home from school to go in my room to repeat it because I feel like I wasn't welcomed in my own home. In the end, he just started abusing me and my mother more. I didn't realize that he was abusing my mother at first because he always used to do it whenever we would sleep or we was at school. And then it took him coming up to me one night telling me to if he touch on me, he wouldn't hit my mother. And I'm like, I knew that was wrong. He's married to my mother, and he's supposed to be my father figure. And I'm like, I told him no at first. And then a couple weeks later, he told me I didn't have no choice. He was going to kill my brothers and my mother. I'm like, my mother told me it was wrong. I should have told her. But I'm like, I feel like I was taking one for the team. And it was taking a toll on me. Like, I got back depressed. I stopped going to school because people found out who he was, and then it was like, oh, well, that didn't happen, she's just lying. So I left Richmond, and I started homeschooling. And because of my depression, I always, like, just threw myself into work. I would do my work, but I wouldn't just, like, log in how, like, from the Pacific time they told me to log in. And that caused them to withdraw me, and that's how Guidestone came into my life, because of a truancy. Miss Amy was brought into my life for a reason. I guess I was going through turmoil, and I'm like, God wanted to steer me right on the right path, and Miss Amy is steering me on the right path. So I thank OhioGuidestone a lot. I don't know what I would do without Miss Amy. I don't know. She is the best thing that ever happened to me, like, really. And I'm about to cry again because she did the most help in my life after my mothers and brothers. Helped me see what I wanted to be when I grew up, because I was just gonna just drop out, just be just another statistic in the system. But she helped push me. No, Ralyn, you're gonna do this. Ralyn, we're gonna do this together. I got you. And it's like, everybody, like I said in my interview, everybody should get a Miss Amy because she changed me from a victim to a survivor to a thriver. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I can't wait for prom. I actually got invited to somebody else's prom, so I'm going to 2 proms. I can't wait for graduation, and I just can't wait to experience life like as an adult. I just see myself as a normal 17-year-old girl who had a hardship in her life, but is overcoming it. Me and Miss Amy was recently talking about this. I will never, like, truly forget it, even if I put it in the back of my head. Even if I try not to cry telling it, I'm gonna end up crying. And it's not because it happened or because I'm sad about it. It's because I overcame it and I grew from the experience.